Energy security is the backbone of a strong and successful economy. Productions need energy, and so do the digital-based systems we use for production. In Africa, this is one of the biggest problems. Energy production infrastructure is deplorable. Power stations are close to half a century old, and a lack of alternative energy sources and a rate of urbanization that is far greater than the addition of energy to the grid are the biggest drags and roadblocks to energy independence in Africa. There is a 160 gigawatt deficit in energy supply in Africa, with access to electricity sitting at 40%, the lowest in the world. There is a great need for solutions to this power deficit, a need that Need Energy wants to help satisfy. It's evident that energy supply is scarce from the national power utilities, leading private players and individuals to begin creating their own solutions. Solar has so far been the most popular alternative source of energy security. 46% of Zimbabwean electricity users have solar as their primary source of power. With the prevalence of gated communities and cluster homes marketing energy security as their key selling point, investors are keen on providing these power solutions. What has been the drawback is the billing of such services to the end user. This is part of the solution Need Energy is providing.
We enable small utilities to sell power directly to end users. Let's say you have a gated community and there's a company like, let's say Zuba, who want to sell their gas. We help them do that. So pretty much what they would need is smart metering engineering that allows them to pipe directly to houses, a platform where the power will be traded, the energy will be traded, the buying and selling of that. So we build that for them.
Need Energy will, through investors, set up a micro power plant to serve a small group of clients. They will set up the billing and metering and provide clients with guaranteed energy. The price to pay for guaranteed power is tariffs that are slightly higher than the tariffs from the national power utility, a margin that goes towards returns for the investor of the power plant. Need Energy's part is to facilitate efficient billing.
There's a power producer, so there's a company that owns the asset or the mini power plant. Then the end users are the shops. These guys will make $13,000 on a 60-80 kVA system. With number 68 as a case study, you see they have 13 shops. Each shop has its own meter, and the assets, whenever they're generating power, they are sending all those electrons to those 13 shops. And each shop has its own meter, so we are billing in real time, we're monitoring in real time. Whenever it's cloudy like today, we know the capability of the asset and the demand. Sometimes send notifications so that they can shift demand, but for now the system has been quite working well. It's still not at 100% because there are 2-3 more shops that are yet to go online. Probably by the end of the year, these guys' revenue will be north of $13,000 a year, and the guy owns the asset for 25 years.
Need Energy is also providing this same service for piped gas solutions. Currently, they have an ongoing partnership with Zuva, one of Zimbabwe's biggest fuel retailers, where they are working together to set up piped gas and the necessary metering and billing systems for new apartment complexes to ensure a guaranteed supply of cooking gas.
We are currently working with Zuva, and each and every day we are finding a better business model. And now they are invested, they're putting skin in the game. I think there's a project that another big one, that we will commission. So Zuba is involved. They brought the equipment in terms of your cylinders, your pumping systems at no upfront cost. First time that we worked with them, they had to sell the cylinders for us. Prove to us. We did that. Now they're saying, now we'll take care of the cylinders. Probably project number 6, they'll be covering everything.
Investment in energy is a capital-intensive feat. Even with the various subsidies that exist for the implementation of green energy solutions, setting up the infrastructure for Africa will need $60 to $90 billion annually. Zoning in on countries like Zimbabwe, the situation is further exacerbated by the unpredictable financial policy changes that chase away investment in the sector as bill payments are made in the volatile local currency.
The issue in Zim is there are no development funds as compared to maybe Europe. I don't know in South Africa if they do have development funds, but I'm sure they do have. You guys open a market. The market is quite independent, so IPPs can directly sell their power to the market and the market detects the price. But also that market is to be US dollar based.
Selling the idea is no mean feat, especially in a space where they are trying to offer energy as a service. Bringing together a willing client with a willing supplier was one of the biggest challenges Need Energy faced early on, with a lack of buy-in from suppliers forcing them to invest capex so the supplier can guarantee provision of the product, which in this case was piped gas.
Early days, we are taking the hit, where we are probably saying meters at no capex upfront, where we are sharing the cost, with the big energy guy that will come with the gas or take the cost of the equipment in terms of gas cylinders, those big ones.
The landscape Need Energy is operating in is a fairly young one. Innovation in energy after the utility is something only seen in Europe and the Americas, largely due to the openness of the energy market there. IPPs are plenty and the market is left to set its own pricing, making it extremely ripe for innovations around energy.
Through a partnership with these guys called Move Energy, they're quite big. They're one of those shining stars when it comes to small microgrid deployers. They install a lot of rooftop solar, a lot of microgrids for the agricultural and industrial sector. If there's ever a company that will get to the levels of your Apple, Tesla, and the African, they probably are in the energy space.
An innovation like the one Need Energy is pioneering only gets better with data. And data is difficult to get in Africa, as most of it is largely offline, if any of it is being collected at all. In the initial model of this system, Need Energy made use of 15,000 smart meters and over 19 million data points from UCT. It may seem like this is a lot of data to produce a fairly robust system. However, trends are continuously changing, and so the system can only get better with the use of current data, which they are expecting to get more of with the installation of more smart meters.
So one of the tools that we actually built is Need Energy. It's an energy profiling tool. We're going into the space where we can make that data available. And the other reason why you don't have that data readily available on the market is we don't have smart meters, so no one really is capturing and storing that data, publishing it. We built our model with 15,000 smart meters from the University of Cape Town and 98 million data points. That is what we worked with our initial model, but we need to improve that. The meters that we're using, we use Steamaco. So Steamaco is one of those leading smart meter makers in Africa and deployers, second after Spark Meter. If we're building these kind of tools on the data analytics side, we can use that data from the network that they have to continually improve the models.